Hello class, welcome to the final review for Math 0028. The first few questions are asking, they're going to give you a big number and they're going to give you a few of the digits in there and they're going to ask what place it's in. So let's say we have 297,031,658. If it asks us the 5, that's in the tens place. If it asks us the 7, that's in the millions. If it asks us the 6, that's in the hundreds. Let's say it asks us the 8, that would be the ones, and so forth. The 1 is in the thousands. Next, we're going to do prime factorization. Let's say we have 77. 2 won't go into it, 3 won't, 4 won't, 5 won't. Or 4, it doesn't matter, but 7 will go in 11 times, and 7 is a prime factor or a prime number, so that's as far as we go. 7, and you'll have to type 7 times 11. Next, we're going to have to see if we know our order of operations. So let's say we have 6 divided by 3 plus, in parentheses, 6 minus 4, that part squared. So we do what's in the parentheses first. So we keep 6 divided by 3 plus 6 minus 4 is 2. And that's squared. Now we do the exponents. So 6 divided by 3 plus 4. Now we do the division. So it's going to be 2 plus 4, and that equals 6. Next, it's going to say that the highest temperature is 99 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest was 20 degrees Fahrenheit below 0. And it, just like we did on the previous, we have to say, put these in numbers. So the highest is 99. The lowest put as a negative 20. Then it's going to be one of the word problems where the person rides a bike 15 miles from home to the library and to the beach, from the house to the library, house to the library to the beach. The first part is 4 miles. How far is it from the library to the beach? So we just need to subtract 15 minus 4, and we get that it's 11 miles. Then it's going to say that Eddie pays $46.75 for 7 tickets. How much is each one? So we're just going to divide 7 into 46.75. 7 goes into 46.6. 6 times 7 is 42. 4 remainder. Again, it's going to be 6. 42. 5 remainder. 5. Here, it's going to go 7 times 49. And it says 6 remainder. We need to bring down the 0. 7 is going to go into 60 8 times, and it's 56. So we have to round this to be $6.68. It does say to round to the nearest cent. Then we're going to get something like 90% of what number is 45. So we don't know what the number is, so that's we do know what the the final one is. 45 over B is 90 over 100. So 90B is 4,500. Divide both sides by 90. 90 goes into 450 5 times. 5 times 90 is 450. So our answer is 50. Then we're going to be given a few points that we need to graph. So let's say it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our points 0, 5, 1, comma 0, negative 1, comma negative 1, and 2, comma negative 2. So 0, comma 5 is up here, 1, comma 0 is here, negative 1, comma negative 1 is here, 2, comma negative 2, 2, comma negative 2. So you're just going to plot 4 points. Then it's going to have a line formula, x plus, or 2x plus 2y equals 1. And it's going to ask if a bunch of points are correct given this equation. So let's say we start with negative 2, comma 2.5. So we just need to plug this in. We have 2 times negative 2 plus 2. 2.5 equals 1. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 2 times 2.5 is plus 5 equals 1. 1 equals 1, so that's yes. Then let's say we have 2 and negative 0.5. See if that works. We're going to put 2 times 2 plus 2, negative 0.5 equals 1. So 4 minus 1 equals 1. That does not, so that would be a no. Then let's say we have 3, comma negative 2.5. So we put 2 times 3 plus 2, negative 2.5 plus 1. Here we're going to get 6 minus 5 equals 1. That's a yes. So in this situation we had 2 yeses and 1 no. Then it's going to give another equation, say y equals 1 over 3x. And we have to find 3 integer points. So the easiest way to do that is to put a 0 in. If you have a fraction like this, put a 0 in for x, and then put whatever the denominator is, and then it's negative. So I'm going to put 0, comma something, 3, comma something, and negative 3, comma something. These are the easiest numbers. If we put a 0, we're just going to get 0. If we put a 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1. Put a negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Then it asks us to graph it. So 0, 0 is here. 1, 2, 3, 1 is here. 1, 2, 3, 1 is here. And we graph the line. Actually, yes. And it does say integer points, so that's the easiest way to do it. Then we're given something like y equals negative 5x minus 1. And it gives us some points, x, y, 1 for x, negative 11, 6, and negative 36. And we have to find the missing one. So we substitute a 1. We get negative 5, 1, minus 1. Negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. If we put a negative 11 in for y, we get negative 11 equals negative 5x minus 1. Add 1 to both sides, we'll have negative 10 equals negative 5x. Divide both sides by negative 5, we're going to get x is 2. If we put a 6 in for the original, or for the x, we get y equals negative 5 times 6 minus 1, which is negative 30 minus 1, which is negative 31. And then let's say we put a negative 36 in for y. We'll have negative 36 equals negative 5x minus 1. add 1 to both sides. We'll have negative 35 equals negative 5x. Divide both sides by negative 5, and we get that x is 7. Then we're going to have one, like on the previous test, where we find the intercepts and graph from that. So negative 3x plus 3y equals negative 9. The x-intercept is where we know what the y, or that 0 is y. Y is 0. The y-intercept, that's where x is 0. And you do need to put this in as an ordered pair. So if we put a 0 in for y, we're going to be left with negative 3x equals negative 9. Negative 9 divided by negative 3x is 3. If we put a 0 in for x, we have 3y equals negative 9. Divide both sides by 3, and we're going to get negative 3. So this is how you need to write your answers. And then it's going to ask you to graph using these 2 points. So we have 1, 2, 3, comma 0, 1, 0, comma negative 1, 2, 3. And we graph through those 2 points. Then you're going to be given a graph. Let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 2, and it's asking you to find the slope. So for here, we went up from the intercept 1, 2, and we went over 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way to do this one, is just find the points, see how far it goes up, put that number on top, see how far it goes over, and put that number as the denominator. Then you're going to be given 2 points, let's say negative 3, comma 2, and negative 8, comma 0. And again, you're going to need to find the slope. So I'm going to say 2 minus 0 over negative 3 minus negative 8. 2 minus 0 is 2. Negative 3, this becomes plus 8, is 5. So 2 over 5. Next, you're going to add 2 polynomials. Say we have 6x squared plus 5x minus 3 plus 9x squared plus 4x minus 2. Since we're adding, just pretend the parentheses aren't there. If we were subtracting, if this was minus, then this would become minus, this would become minus, and this would become a plus. But here we can just pretend the parentheses aren't here. 6 plus 9 is going to be 15x squared. 5 plus 4 is plus 9x. Minus 3 minus 2 becomes minus 5. And that's it for the first part of the test. Come back for part 2 of the review.